Panama Canal expansion. Once it's completed in 2015, how do you think that'll affect the Florida?
I think it's a big deal for us, because the ports are significant economic engines for us. Literally, billions of dollars will come through our ports, automobiles, other commerce in Miami. And all these other states right now are preparing for the expansion, as you mentioned, of the Panama Canal. So the economic engine of these ports for job creation, attraction of capital, manufacturing, what can be built around them for parts that come in and for us to do assembly here and manufacturing here because of those ports is so significant that if we get competitive, if we deepen our ports, and that's underway now in some of our ports right now, then we'll be the ones who'll be able to attract that new commerce, because the commerce will be placed on the larger ships, and the ports that aren't deepened are going to lose the business. And right now, when you think about geographically of this on the map, a straight shot through Panama into Louisiana or into Mississippi, into Texas, is going to be very competitive. We still have to want to make that curve and come around to Florida, either up into the Tampa Bay area, up into the Panhandle, or come around into Miami, Everglades, or up all the way in Northeast Florida. So it's a big deal. We have to stay competitive.
Yeah, Florida will be competitive.
Absolutely, and it's going to be good for our economy. Because right now, these ports are significant to us, and if we don't do what we have to do to stay competitive and lose that business, then it'll be loss of jobs.
Well, I think it's going to have a huge effect. I mean, you've already seen, we passed a big bill last year that invests a lot of money into our ports. You're seeing some huge dredging projects. We're spending $1 billion to build a tunnel through the downtown city of Miami to go under it, to get trucks onto the interstate. They'll be I don't know if there's going to be anything bigger for our economy in the next 3 years than the widening of the canal. It's going to allow for bigger ships, more tonnage, and a lot of economic development in Florida. The question is, are we going to be ready for it? Are we going to be able to do enough in our ports to do it? The other thing we're talking about doing in the House is kind of doing a better job of looking at the differences between our major ports, who do the majority of the tonnage and the traffic, versus some of our smaller ports. We've got a kind of like our university system. We have to have preeminent universities. We have some preeminent ports, and as opposed to treating all the ports the same, no matter how big they are, we need to probably prioritize some of our funding to the ports that are doing the most work.